Okay, so this is the dinosaur safari line. It's pretty long.
My mom will tell you if it's worth
hàng.
it to line up here if
Này
you
là
guys
cái
ever come.
hàng xếp hàng đi dinosaur safari exhibit nha các bạn, rất là dài nha, đi coi khủng long nha. Okay, so this is Dinosaur Safari Ride. Đây là Dinosaur Safari Ride nha các bạn. Thì mình đi, bây giờ mình bắt đầu đi vô rừng khủng long. We're gonna go see the dinosaurs.
Now, it's important to note that all the dinosaurs you're going to see are not all from the same time period or part of the world. However, the ones you see interacting together in each scene are from the same time and the same place. So keep your field guide handy for those who do have them, but we're about to see our very first dinosaur. Over here to our right, you can even hear them, are flamingos. Wait, what? That's right. We paleontologists agree that 66 million years ago, dinosaurs went extinct, but those that did not evolved into birds. In fact, birds we call avian dinosaurs, and those that went extinct, non-avian. Aren't they pretty? They're for really reals. Some people don't believe me that they're real. In fact, there's a human being screaming. All types of animals we see here at the zoo, including me, who's giving your narration. I'm just a well-evolved ape. Now, here's our birds of prey exhibit. You see two bald eagle, and there's a barred owl, and a snowy owl, and there's a condor, and a couple vultures over here at the end. They making any movements that are reminiscent of perhaps any ancient dinosaur, you think? Yes, no? Maybe so? Well, those who say yes, you're on the right track, and those who aren't quite sure, you may think a little differently by the end of this expedition. We are getting close now. Get ready to think like a paleontologist. We're going to take a trip back in time. Here we go. Dramatic music. Who seem to be pursuing a Dinosaurus. Now, paleontologists have found evidence to show that smaller dinosaurs like Deinonychus, a cousin of the velociraptor, would hunt in groups, taking down larger prey like Dinosaurus together. Any other animals you can think of in the modern day that exhibit pack hunting behavior? Wolves? Lions, yep. Hyenas? And these fossils were found in the United States. Pretty interesting, dinosaurs helping each other out. Now, what are we gonna see next? Up ahead, I can see on my right some very sharp teeth. That is a carnivore for sure. That is a Majungasaurus. Seems to be hanging all by itself. It's gonna let us give it a checkup. Look at those choppers! And it's not alone, because across from it is a family of Majungasaurs who have found a Rapatosaurus carcass to scavenge. Now, scientists do believe that pack-hunting scavengers and carnivores like Majungasaurus, like a Komodo dragon, sometimes have even taken bites out of each other while sharing a carcass. And look, good day for the herbivore lovers of the group. A very large Rapatosaurus has escaped the family of carnivores. This plant-eating dino grew up to be 50 feet long. And although these are the largest of the non-avian dinosaur sauropods, they didn't really hold their necks upright, but scientists think that their long necks help them eat plants high up in trees like giraffes do today. You see their flat, square teeth? That's how you know it's an herbivore, plant eater. Square, flat teeth herbivore, sharp teeth carnivore. Ooh, look, here's a herd of Pentaceratops. They may look familiar because they are a relative of the Triceratops, but they have 5 horns instead of 3. And look, there's even a baby! Aw! Baby Pentaceratops! With so many large mouths to feed, they may have to migrate to find fresh food. Very much like American bison do today, also here at the zoo. Remember, everyone, to keep your arms and hands and heads inside the wagon at all times, as nature sometimes does peek into our wagon. And look up here, a few more sauropods or plant eaters. To our left, that is the Dinosaurus, the smallest at 30 feet. Next in size, across from it, the Dinosaur at 45 feet. And the longest straight ahead is the Omaesaurus at 60 feet long, the size of 2 school buses. This reminds me of the behavior in the African plains like zebra, gazelle, and giraffe, who all can live together because they eat different plants at different heights. Now, these two beautiful crested dinosaurs are Parasaurolophus coming up. Now, scientists think that their crests were used to amplify their calls, perhaps in a deep low note, like an elephant or a whale, to communicate. So if you listen carefully, you can hear them calling out to each other. Like modern animals, they would use these calls to call out from long distances, to scare off danger, or even attract a mate. And speaking of attract, the feathery, furry ones up here on this mound to my right, those are troodons, the smallest of all the carnivores. And why is it here? Because it's found some Maiasaura eggs. Now, the Maiasaura would build nesting mounds, incubating their eggs with rotting plant matter. And unlike modern birds today that build nests high up in trees upright, these nest mounds were built on the ground like a modern-day flamingo does, and the remaining plant materials they would feed to the babies until they were strong enough to walk on their own. Oh, look at these hungry troodon. Luckily for the babies, the parents are on guard. Dinosaurus rex fighting for dominance, very much like male gorillas do today. And as we know, gorillas and humans, well, we don't always get along, and even back then, ancient dinosaurs didn't always get along. In fact, these fossils had tooth and fight during courtship, and that would be quite a love fight. We should just let them fight it out and skedaddle out of here. Now, many different species of dinosaurs would congregate for food and resources around watering holes. Like up here to my right, this large armored tarkey, making its way down to the water. And then across from it, those two beautiful gallimimus who resemble today's ostrich. One's looking right at us. Now, next to these two gallimimus over here are two pterosaurs. You see the winged ones? Pterosaurs are actually not dinosaurs, they are prehistoric flying reptiles. Looks like they're hunting for fish. And these gatherings of all these different species weren't always harmonious. Fossils have found injuries, and fossil evidence shows the violent encounter we're about to roll up on between these two massive dinosaurs, the Stegosaurus and the Allosaurus. When these fossils are found, it reminds us of a tiger when they build a water hole to ambush their prey. Who do you think's going to win this battle? Who says the Stegosaurus? Who says the Allosaurus? You know what I say? It's modern-day crocodile or gharial. Although it wasn't the heaviest of all the meat-eating dinosaurs, it was the longest from head to tail. For any of you who believe in the legend of the Loch Ness Monster, that's what they believe this dinosaur evolved into. And it seems distracted with the 10-pounder. So you
Mẹ mấy cái xương khủng long nha các bạn. Fossils, dinosaurs, fossils. This is the beautiful sea lion pool. Cái hồ này, hồ sea lion rất là đẹp nha các bạn. It's the turtle pond, and that's the turtle right there. Con rùa đây các bạn, hồ con rùa nha.